Game Trailers, Ultimate 2012 Video Game Preview.
Every year, hundreds of games get released. Some get their time in the spotlight, others die on the vine or languish in the limelight of a bargain bin. There's always a few, especially now with the power of digital distribution, that come out of left field and monopolize our Facebook feeds. There are a whole lot of games under the radar in 2012, with forgotten titles from big institutions and tiny indie darlings that defy genre specification. So here's our short list of games you should know about, but might not.
It's happy hour.
Binary Domain.
The man behind Super Monkey Ball and the Yakuza series is bringing the cyborg question to the vanguard of future wars. Binary Domain piqued our interest with trailers featuring flesh-melting off robot faces and kept our attention with its unique take on squad loyalty, where your troops might refuse orders based on your track record.
Not gonna happen!
Negative! I Am Alive.
This long-dormant survival simulation has recently come to life and was even playable at CES. Resource management and dusty, dull colors might not seem like system sellers for this downloadable game, but they seem apropos for the survival situation at hand. There's a slower, methodical something that seems different despite the familiarity of the climbing and shooting. A something that we want to explore.
When all else fails, improvise.
Starhawk.
In space, no one can hear you scream about tower defense games. Fortunately for this Sony-published and co-developed successor to the Warhawk lineage, there's a lot more going on. Light resource management and flying tanks of prey are likely to whet appetites for destruction. The public beta will surely have Starhawk soaring onto some radars, and we think it deserves to be on yours.
The universe is a brutal place.
Quantum Conundrum.
Portal's co-creator Kim Swift's newest endeavor has us jumping into the fluffy dimension and beyond. Time and space will warp to your will with the help of the IDS, or Interdimensional Shift Device. Brain-twisting puzzles force you to combine properties like inverted gravity and plushness. Not many games can boast that.
Journey.
That game company's third PSN game is paradoxically both their most traditional and their most ambitious thus far. Beautiful sand dunes and ruins supply the stylistic luster, while strange online sessions that pair you with complete and silent strangers deliver the Mario as an art game experience.
Brothers in Arms 4.
Developer Gearbox is upturning the venerated Brothers in Arms series by mixing in the mayhem of both Inglourious Bastards and their own Borderlands anarchy for a less reserved, more hysterical approach to Nazi hunting. Are they messing with the secret sauce or adding the spice World War II games so desperately need?
Scheiße.
Fable, The Journey.
That juicy core game experience is still missing from the Kinect lineup. True Peter Molyneux tends to overpromise and underdeliver. Still, the man that brought us Black and White has a better chance than most to bridge the gap between the casual and core in the motion space. He swears it's not on rails, but we shall see.
All that matters now is the journey.
Fortnite.
Even though Epic's latest seems to be lacking in the chainsaw, profanity, and excessive carnage departments, we've got high hopes for whatever Fortnite turns out to be. There's an inkling of tower defense, maybe a pinch of Minecraft, and also a sense of frivolity in the lone trailer that's been released so far.
Hawken.
Mech warriors of the world, rejoice. Hawken promises to bring the bipedal might of hulking robotic death dealers to the forefront of multiplayer. Add a dash of turrets for that sickeningly familiar but oh so addictive tower defense, and you get a post-apocalyptic nightmare we've been dreaming of for years.
Luigi's Mansion 2.
Mario's taller brother seems to be involved in some shady real estate deals. The first Luigi's Mansion was a fun but brief romp and something to help acclimate people to the GameCube controller. Now the greener bro is ghost busting on the 3DS, where the poltergeists and puzzles will pop in 3D, no matter how much Luigi sucks.
Paper Mario 3DS.
How could Mario be under the radar? How about you make him extra two-dimensional and stick him on a 3D system? These Mario side games have developed a cult following all their own, and for good reason. There simply aren't enough RPGs that shun the fantasy setting while iterating on the very systems that make RPGs great. We're still not sure if it's a remake or a new game, which is why it lands on this list.
Penny Arcade Episode 3.
The Penny Arcade guys have resurrected their dormant episodic game, selecting retro RPG smiths Zvoid Games to do their bidding. Everyone involved has been tight-lipped on the details, but after the surprising 16-bit success of Cthulhu Saves the World, we're betting that these well-funded imaginations will no doubt craft an extraordinary experience.
Retro City Rampage.
A deranged love letter to 8-bit games of yore has us mowing down pedestrians in an open world. While the allusions to ancient games and cartoons flood the screen, it's not all old stuff. Just wait until you see how the scandalous Hot Coffee parody plays out with what seems like the cast of Saved by the Bell.
Rise.
How does gladiatorial combat by way of Kinect sound? Well, let's sweeten the deal by letting world-class developer Crytek take a crack at it. We don't know much more than the what and the who, but between this and the Fable title, 2012 seems to be shaping up to be a better year for Kinect.
Sound shapes.
Do you love music so much you want to play it? Not with any instruments, but as a level? Sound Shapes is taking synesthesia to new heights in this Vita-only platformer, where every object lays down another backbeat or electric hum. Unlock your inner maestro with a sequencer that doubles as a level creation tool, and start contributing to the humming of the spheres.
The Witness.
Remember Braid? The 2008 downloadable hit that combined old-school video game metaphors with modern time-shifting mechanics. Jonathan Blow is ready to expand our collective consciousness once again with a mysterious puzzler called The Witness. There's not much out there except some haunting screens and deliriously blunt blog posts where Mr. Blow essentially says nothing but perfect is good enough.